episode of Behind the Mic with Steve McNally, your host, and today we're in the studio with Alex Powers from Los Angeles, California. Alex, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
I'm a lesbian.
I'm excited already to hear more. Details.
More? What else needs to be said?
You've already intrigued most of the audience, so do tell.
All right, I'm a Jewish lesbian from Baltimore. I'm dating a bisexual. Good for her, right?
Yeah, definitely good for her.
I'm a dog and a cat owner, because, I'm versatile like that.
Nice.
And, I'm a stand-up comic, as well as an actor out in Los Angeles.
Nice. How long have you been doing it?
Stand-up or being lesbian?
Let's go stand-up first.
Okay. I started in late 2007, 2008.
Right.
So I guess, going on 9 years, I guess.
You're almost considered a veteran. 10 years when they start thinking, oh, you've been doing it a while.
I don't know. I was watching an interview with Anthony Jeselnik, and I forget who was interviewing him. I think it was Paul F. Tompkins, maybe, was interviewing him. It was a comic on comic interview, and
similar to this.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, we're copycats. But go ahead.
And Anthony was, at that time that they were taping it, he had been doing it 12 years, and at that period of time, he referred to himself as still a baby.
Yeah.
So I think 15 years maybe you start getting into veteran territory.
Nice. Yeah, I'm coming up on 7 years, and it's the same thing because I hear people, oh, you've been doing it a long time. And I'm like, I really haven't been doing it that long, comparatively speaking to so many other people.
You're still very much a baby. People are like, how can you be considered a baby in comedy when you've been doing it 7, 8, 9 years? And it's like, well, what does that make people that are brand new, that are in their first couple years? It's like they're zygotes. They're still sperm. They haven't even left the testicles yet.
That's pretty much it. But the thing is, think about all the comics though that you've seen in the time you've been doing it. I've worked in I've based my home in 2 different markets, in Salt Lake City where I'm from and here in Las Vegas. And I've seen so many comics come and go within a matter of a short period of time. I mean, within 6 months, you'll meet 75 different people that are, I'm going to be the next great comic, and then you never see or hear from them again.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's like, what the hell happened to that
in 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. A lot of the people that started the same time I did, there's about 2 or 3 of them that I still see that are still doing it, and most of the rest of them aren't doing it anymore. It's kind of weird.
I started in Baltimore, DC, so that was really my hometown was DC and Baltimore. They're so close, you can basically put them together, almost the same market. And then I worked a lot in New York, but those were all imports anyway. I knew a few Baltimore comics that went to New York, but then since I've been in LA, man, I wish the turnover was higher in LA. There's a lot of LA comics that were doing comedy when I arrived 3 years ago, are still doing comedy, and really shouldn't be.
Yeah, but most of those, that's the bad thing is with comedy being so judgmental. Because there are a lot of comics that I look at and I'm going, God, they're really not that funny. But when I watch comedy now, because since I've been booking shows for a while, so I'll start watching the crowd and see if somebody thinks they're funny. And then it's kind of, okay, maybe, maybe there's something there. But yeah, it is kind of, I know what you mean. There are some of them that you start watching and you're going, dude, you've been coming out for 3 years and you still got the same 3 jokes and none of them have gotten better.
Right. Right. And for me, it's not coming from a place of judgment. It's not coming from a place of, like a dysfunctional sense of competition or anything like that. It's really just coming from a place of wanting to protect the audience. It's like I want everyone on stage to succeed because I want the audience to have a good time.
Oh yeah.
And if there's someone out there that is repeatedly failing, as most of us do in our first couple of years, if you get to a point where you're like, I don't want to. I'm not the one to say how many years someone needs to be doing it before they start getting good, because
I've watched a few people that
sometimes quicker, sometimes slower.
Some of them I've watched a few people that have jumped on within a few months. They've got a natural ability.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah, well, of course. They've got that really good natural ability, and you're watching them, and you're just going, wow, how long has this person been doing this? And then they're like, oh, I've only been doing it for a year or two, and you're kind of like, they have some kind of usually an acting background or a stage experience.
Exactly, and my comedy partner in Los Angeles, she's theatrical. She's a theater actress.
Okay.
So she's stage trained. I mean, she does film and on camera, but really being on stage, she's just such a natural performer.
Nice.
And I got her into doing stand up, and I was helping her craft her first 5-7 minutes, and I got her a couple gigs, you know, a couple showcases to go do around Los Angeles. And the second one she did, you know, she got off stage and people were coming up to her, these dudes, these other guy comics, and they were like, how long have you been doing it? She's like, oh, this is my second time. And they were blown away. I mean, some actors and theater people and like improv comics, they can get up there with no material or a limited amount of material, and not know how to write yet, but they can like pull it off better than 50% of some stand-up comics.
Well, it's like with my background was sports. I came from athletics.
Me too.
So I was used to being in front of people playing and doing things.
I was used to being worshipped.
But I had a team. I had a team around me. It wasn't one mic, one person, and my big mouth hoping I can entertain.
See, I had a team around me too, but I was a goalie. I was a collegiate lacrosse player.
Oh, right.
I had a Division I scholarship. I played with like a top 5 ranked, you know, nationally ranked team in the Big East Conference. And, you know, I was the goalie though. So even though I was on a team, I was very much a singular entity.
Oh, yeah, because they knew, oh, that's the goalie.
At the end of the day, you know, I either let the goals in or I stop them. So even though there was, you know, however many, I don't remember how many people are on the lacrosse team. But
you're at the end of the game.
It's very much just me.
Yeah.
Well, it's very much just.
Okay, tell us what's a major accomplishment you've done in the last 8 or 9 years that you've been into comedy. What do you consider your pinnacle of what you've hit so far? And I know you're not really at a pinnacle, but something you've achieved that's made you go, damn, that's great.
I'll tell you what it is. It was this moment right here when you asked me to do this interview. So sitting in this chair talking to you with a glossy poster of the Las Vegas Strip behind us in your garage actually has been the highlight.
That's right.
Of my career.
Even though it's a 3-level garage, we're like Mitt Romney. We're rich as hell, but not quite. But it is fun.
And you're not really Mormon, and I suspect he maybe isn't.
He is. He is. And that is the funny part with us coming from Utah, and that's mostly that's what people talk about. Like, oh, you must be Mormon.
Are you and your wife swingers?
No, I wish you wouldn't.
I kind of get that vibe.
I wish she wouldn't do it. I've already asked. But anyway, I'm glad you're in town, Alex. Tell the people where we can get a hold of you if you want your Facebook followers, your website, all that good stuff.
Yeah, you can visit my website and check out upcoming shows and schedule at alexpowers.net. And you can follow me on Twitter at AlexAnnPowers. That's ALEXANN Powers. There's no E, and same with Instagram at AlexAnnPowers. And you can follow me on MySpace at myspace.com/AlexAnnPowers.
You're old enough to have a MySpace?
Oh yeah.
First couple years are coming. I never had a MySpace page.
Good for you.
Never did.
Because you started like 5 years ago, right? So you missed the MySpace. But I do also have a Facebook though. You can
definitely
like my fan page and also get updates there and watch videos at it's like Alex Powers.
There you go.
Facebook.com/like-Alex Powers.
We'll put all the names at the end. I'll put a little thing on there that gives you stuff. So, but thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully you'll follow us and subscribe. This is a brand new show, and hope you like it. Follow along, and don't forget to follow me at steveMcAnally.com. Thanks, and have a great night.